morning. It's December, mid-December. Can you believe it's mid-December? Yeah, I can believe it. It's a little bit cool out. We're going to warm today, and I've been thinking about this quote. You know how sometimes quotes or songs come to you and you can hear them in your head? And the phrase that's been in my mind is I'm in this awkward place between birth and death. And I've been thinking about, okay, well, what the heck is that? And of course, it's about just the sense of vulnerability that comes with attempting to meet our lives in an open state. And in regard to the practice, I'm personally investigating again. This happens with yoga people, as you well know, because you guys are yoga people, that every so often the practice wants to change, and I'm playing with shifting my practice just a little bit. And the way that is expressing itself is a great interest in really what it means to flow. And from a technical standpoint, from posture to posture, if the entire practice was indeed a flow, which it isn't often in my practice, sometimes we pause and we work on one particular part of that flow, but what would it mean to really flow through the whole practice? And then where in my body are there some limitations in regard to ways I'd like to be able to move, but at this time I can't move, and how do I meet that place in the movement gracefully and still within the flow, even if I can't take it as far as I would like. Do you follow that? So I'm investigating that, and that might show up today. I can't guarantee that we'll make it through the whole practice in one elegant flow, but I wanted to, I don't think it's a warn, but I wanted to share that with you. And the last thing I want to share with you is, okay, you see this? It's a leaf. It's a teeny little leaf, and there's a whole lot of them right outside the door. And I've been, this week, at the end of my day, I write in the journal about what the highlights of the day were, and those highlights have changed so much during this time, where a highlight could very well just be noticing something outside that was just stunning, like the birds coming to the bath and bathing. And that's so different. Not to say I didn't notice those things before, but that could become a highlight of my day, whereas before it was part of the fabric of the day, but there was a lot more questing, a lot more outward questing. And that these tiny joys, you know, that book Little Altars Everywhere, these tiny joys exist in literally every moment. And then the question is, when are we awake enough to experience them? And I wanted to just plant that seed in you. I feel as though right now this is a time where the stream, the mind stream of the culture is very heavy, and rightfully so. There's so much going on. And as conscious humans, we also have a responsibility to cultivate joy, and it may be through tiny joys, like this leaf, okay? So let's cultivate a little joy, a little warmth, and a little joy in our flowing practice today. All right, here we go. So let's come to the mat, and we'll start in puppy pose, actually, just drawing the chest down toward the floor and stretch your arms forward. You get to decide whether to tuck the toes under, so you can wake up the feet or draw the chest toward the floor, forehead to the mat, and feeling something as simple as forehead touching the mat. and breathing into that space. Good. We wish for ourselves tiny joys, and we wish for each other tiny joys. We slide the hands in under the shoulders, slowly rise, and we'll sit on our heels, or we'll sit in a comfortable seated position or a block. But let's take Kapalabhati breath, bringing the hands to the belly. Short series of exhalations through the nose. Just let the inhale happen on its own. Warming breaths. Here we go. And then a big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel this breath happen naturally on its own. Good. And then I want to change my position. Let's do one more round, 30. Might be worth looking down at the belly to be sure that on your exhalation it's moving inward. 30 more. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth or the nose. Pause and feel this breath. Great. Take the hands to the ground. Slowly rise up onto the knees. Transfer the weight to the left side. Send your right leg out to the side. Toes point out or forward. And then begin to just release the body over the right leg. Breathing into left side. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, releasing, bringing the right leg back in. Knee lands, left leg out. And extending ourselves. This interesting balance between extending and softening, releasing. Filling it from the inside out. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly release, coming back. Good. Tuck toes under, sit back down on the heels. Good. Probably the feet are talking a little bit. Okay, the question now is, and part of this business of being awkward between birth and death is experimenting. And so some of the experiments that we might conduct today could be disastrous. So the first one is, what if we lift up onto the balls of the feet without using the arms? Is that possible? Drawing the palms together. Good. Fingertips lightly to the floor. Hips lift, feet hip width apart. Fold forward here. Grasp the elbows, hang for a moment. Watching the breath. Good. Body becomes like taffy, at least the torso does. Legs are strong. Send your arms back behind your back. Interlace and draw your blades together. Inhale, lift the sternum forward. Exhale, fold forward. Yep, moving the shoulders away from the ears. And then bend your knees a lot and let the fingertips graze the floor as you slowly rise up into Utkatasana. We'll keep it pretty fluid. This is a pose that demands a lot of structure. I'm going to see if we can feel the breath move through the body as we come in. Good, then bring the palms together in prayer position. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Steady your gaze. Good, draw lower navel to spine. And then gradually, is it possible to come down slowly, slowly onto the balls of the feet again? Steadying. So what's consistent is the flow of breath. And we'll make this an extra breath-based practice this morning. Good, now the heels attempt to plant as we gradually come back up. Come all the way up now. Interlace your fingers at the top. Bring your legs together. Inhale. Exhale, extend over to the right. Cross left foot over right. So left ankle in front of right ankle. Pulling and opening. Watching flow of breath. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, slowly left foot down, right foot crosses. Inhale, exhaling. Peeling open where one needs to peel. Good, then inhale, come back up. Right foot lands, cross your thumbs, hook them. Then glutes, fire. Inhale, open the chest. Lift the sternum toward the sky. Breathe into the hands without losing the feet. Inhale. Exhale, take left arm under right arm. Bring the palms together or hands at the shoulders. Root into the sole of the right foot. Lift left leg off the ground. Squeeze to midline. Steady the gaze. Keep it fluid though. Inhale, open out like wings. Exhale, left foot lands, cross the other way. Good, sinking and settling. Watching flow of breath. Good, then inhale, open the wings again. Exhale, when you land your foot, right hand to lungs, left hand to kidney, and then back and forth, and just let the torso swing left to right. And just taking care of the organs a little bit. Good, slowly come back, standing in Tadasana at the top of the mat. Bring the palms together at the heart. And we'll open with the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Let's send the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward, out and down. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, palms down. Step back to plank. Make ourselves comfortable in plank. So this posture affords us, as we strengthen ourselves doing this posture regularly, it provides a lot of options for where we can flow. We might see if we can bring the right knee to the right elbow and just watch what happens in the body. And then the right foot comes back. You may need to bring the knees to the floor. Whatever you choose, I'll suggest some things. Whatever you choose, see if you can keep the flow of breath. Then back we go, we inhale, exhale, knees down, body down, point toes back, sweep arms back, palms lift, open the front. Good, lifting, 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 inhale. Exhale, when you come down, take left arm out to the side so your palm is down and roll onto the left side, opening left shoulder, moving slowly. Some of you will take the right foot back with the knee bent. Good, then slowly back onto the front side, right arm way out to the side, turning, make it your own. Yes, this question of can I be here for each bit of the movement? And each breath. And we inhale, exhale, slowly come back, aware of the transitions. Take arms back, interlace, draw blades together, inhale, lifting the chest. Let's root the feet downward. Make your legs as long as you can. Inhale, exhale, down we come. Now sweep back, hips over heels. Into downward facing dog. Walking a little bit back and forth. Settling in, but keeping it fluid, and that means not locking any of the joints. Then we'll send the right leg up and back, stack the hips, bend the knee, point the toes, keeping shoulders level. Got that? Come up onto the ball of the left foot, stretching inner legs. Good, then slowly bring right foot back down. Move slowly like you're moving through water, and then sweep left leg up and back, also like you're moving through water, stacking the hips, bending the knee, pointing the toes. Armpits are hollow. Up on the ball of the right foot. Feel it, see if you can find the inner thighs. Little stretch there. Then as the left leg lowers, it lowers slowly like we are in water, like slow motion. We inhale, exhale, knees bend, look past the hands, step forward between the hands. Inhale, lengthen, draw sternum away. Exhale, fold, let head and neck go. Completely relaxed. Push ground away, slowly rise up. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, fold forward, out, and down once again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, palms down, step back, and either knees to the floor or slowly lower down. And inhale, cobra or upward dog. Pressing the feet, and then go slowly on the way back. So sometimes when we fly from here to there, we miss the opportunity to activate parts of our body mind complex. And since we're interested in being as awake as possible, we want to use as much of the body as we can. Now let's sweep the right leg back. Stack the hips. Come up onto the ball of the left foot, bend the knee, point the toes. Inhaling. Exhale, thigh comes to rib cage, kiss. Foot lands lightly between the hands, back heel pivot. Good, let's rise up for a moment. Opening out, reverse, warrior two. And then gradually bring elbow down toward right thigh. Sweep the left arm up, and then underneath and behind the back. Good. You'll see here the rib cage will pull out, probably draw in a little bit and sink. Good. You can just take the arm off the thigh if possible. Root through the back leg. Play with touching. Good. Draw the feet in toward each other. Then sweep back up, but keep your left arm back behind you. And then send the right leg long for a big, wide triangle pose. Hand comes to the ground or to the ankle. And we turn any amount. If it bothers the neck, look down, but keep this real easy flow through the body. Good, then inhale, we rise up. Let's turn the feet so they're parallel with each other, hands to hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold at the hip crease. Go slowly. Take hold of big toes. Inhale. Exhale, as we fold in, elbows go up and the shoulders move away from the ears. Check for locking. Keep it really soft. Good, then inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, take your arms behind your back, interlace your palms, your fingers together, palms together, blades together, and then fold once again. Arms up toward the ceiling, or they begin to extend forward as if the blades could kiss each other. Inhaling, now lengthening. Exhale, let's take the hands to the back of the mat. And we'll move through a vinyasa slowly or meet in downward dog. But remember this idea as if we're practicing underwater. So we've got that extra resistance. Then left leg, send it back. Check for any locking joints. Stack hips, bend knee, point toes, shoulders level. Come up onto the ball of the right foot, and then gradually draw the thigh in. Go slow. I can't see you. I'm trusting you're going slow. The foot lands lightly. The right heel pivots. We rise all the way up, taking your sweet time. Right hand grazes the back leg, left arm, send it up, inhale, exhale. Now tuck right arm back behind you, reach forward until the elbow lands on the thigh. I like to bend my right knee slightly so I can push the right foot into the ground. Then turning the rib cage, maybe the left hand draws down toward the floor. Good, draw the big thigh bones in toward each other. Then inhale, rise up, send left arm up, straighten left leg, big wide triangle pose, reaching forward, out and down, rooting into the ball of your left foot. Good, hand arrives where it does, keeping it really fluid on the inside. Turning rib cage slightly. But be sure that the left shoulder doesn't come with toward the ear. Draw it back. You might take the toes of your left foot off the ground to root into the ball of your foot. Nice. Now, inhale, bend the knees slightly, push, rise back up, and this time, turn the toes out and sink. Settle in right here. Okay, so from here we inhale, exhale, right shoulder draws to midline. And again, remember the water. Exhale. It's almost like we're going as slowly as we can. So there's this idea of stillness in motion. So we want to have contact with that stillness on the inside. Couple more. All right, slowly rise back up. Sweep the arms now. Take it slowly down. Hands to the ground. Right leg back, lowering down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, right over the toes. Feeling how the abdomen is working on our behalf. Settling in. Now do let the body get still. When we allow the body to get still, we can feel the motion inherent in the stillness. Always working with opposing forces. So look for movement and stillness, and then when we're moving, look for stillness in motion. Send right leg up and back slowly. Inhale. Exhale, come up onto the ball of the left foot and then draw the thigh forward. Don't miss this part. Come in close. Land the foot nearly between the hands. Pivot your back heel to the ground and we rise. Okay, both legs strong and straight. Hip bones forward. Take arms back behind you. Grasp elbows or palms in prayer position right up the back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold toward your pinky toe side. Watch for any locking. Keep it light and fluid. And go where it works for you in your body. So there is some fluidity. Now bend your right knee, look forward, take your back leg off, and gradually point your left toes, sending them back behind you into Warrior 3. Steady gaze, it's fluid. Now we bend the right knee, but we come all the way up, and we bring the left knee forward to prepare for tree pose. The foot lands anywhere along the right leg, opening the thigh bone externally. Pause here, steady gaze. It's like underwater kelp, tethered to the bottom of the sea. The right hand comes to the hip. We draw the thigh in close and we grasp left big toe. We send the leg out any amount. Drawing the left shoulder back. Open and fluid. I'll say that a million times today. We inhale, exhale. Now the left leg extends back behind us and the hands come toward the floor. Bend your right knee and then sweep the left leg up to your standing splits, folding forward. Let the head get heavy, the neck get heavy. We might bend the left knee. And we might take hold of the foot with the right hand, drawing the heel toward the buttocks any amount. Playing with opening the left leg upward while the heart draws down toward the floor. And then we release the right hand and we take the left knee behind the right ankle, gradually coming down. We go slowly here so the sit bones land, and with the left hand we take the outside of the right foot and we push the right foot out as we turn the rib cage, right arm back. Feel the space between the hands. Notice if there's anywhere that's working a little too much. Spread, share the stress. Good, then bend the right knee. Come to Gomukhasana here. We'll fold forward, take the left arm all the way up. Bend the elbow, reach back for the hand. Or grasp the elbows here. If knee on knee doesn't work, lie back, figure four. Folding in. When we find places in the body that don't feel terribly fluid, bring some breath and some softness, some tenderness, some warmth. Feel the sit bones root as you inhale, rise back up. All right, now right foot comes back to the floor. Fingertips to the floor. As we inhale, lift the left leg up. Keep it as fluid as you can. And then exhale, land your left foot way back behind you. Rise up, turn, pivot. Take hands now to hips. Feet are parallel with each other. Inhale, exhale, folding forward. Good, feel the shoulder blades ascend. Bend your knees slightly, send the pelvis up, lengthening the spine. Give yourself to gravity. Take left hand now to the outside of your right ankle or foot, or left hand under your shoulder, and then sweep the right arm out and up and cross, bring it around the back and fold in. Yeah, what does it take in our awareness to maintain a sense of fluidity all through the body? And then inhaling, come back up, take right hand under shoulder or to ankle, left arm around the back, folding in. And purposely looking for places that hold on tight. And then releasing a little bit, softening. All right, from here we inhale, exhale. Now we'll take the hands to the back of the mat. Move slowly. This is the part where we tend to go really fast. Lifting left leg off, gradually coming down through vinyasa. Or meet in downward dog. Good, slowly, slowly. Good, then make your downward dog fluid again, noticing if there's anywhere we lock. Because the locking protects weakness often. So soften in and then feel the bits that we may not want to feel so much. We send left leg up, we go slowly, coming up onto the ball of the right foot, hips are level, and then exhale, go slowly, thigh to rib cage, land your foot. Right heel pivots, we gradually come up, hands to hips. Take the arms back behind you, grasp elbows, the other one, or palms in prayer position, inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold forward over hip crease. Feel the feet, the four corners of the feet root. And then give yourself to the shape. Keep it light and open. Good, now feel the feet root as you inhale, come up. Look forward, take right leg off the ground. point the toes and draw a line up and back behind you. Elbows can lift. And then slowly we rise. Torso comes all the way up. Right knee comes up. And then establish a space with the foot landed along the inside of the leg, wherever it works for you. Grow your spine. Watching flow of breath. Left hand comes to left hip. Right knee draws up. Grasp right big toe. Send it forward any amount. Draw shoulder back. Flow of breath. And then releasing, but go slowly. Take right leg back behind you. Folding forward, fingertips come toward the floor. Looks like you're standing splits. Keeping hips level. Gathering space. We inhale, exhale. Now the knee bends and it comes right behind the ankle and we come down slowly. Slowly. We're still in water here. Now sit bones root, grasp the outside of your left foot. Move the arms away from one another. Gather space and sink the pelvis. Good. Knee can be bent. So how do we be open? In every one of these shapes, what does openness mean for us? And then bend the left knee, and this is where openness may mean lying on the back for figure 4, but we bring knee on knee. Right arm sweeps up, left arm comes around the back, or grasping the elbows, inhale, exhale, folding slowly. It's like we're drawing a line with our right elbow. Head and neck soft. Jaw soft. What more can we unravel in there? Feel navel draw to spine. Inhale, we rise up. Okay, here's a great example of where what we could do, and you may be able to do it, I can't do it. Sole of the foot lands. Is it possible to come into standing splits without using the hands? That's really tough for me. You could try it, or fingertips to the floor. So we keep the flow no matter what, and we adjust accordingly. Growing, inhale, exhale, gradually right foot lands. Good, then we turn, pivot, pause here in Devyasana. Toes out, heels in, arms extend. And see if in the stillness we can feel movement. I bet we can. Draw the thigh bones in toward each other. Good, so it's about stillness, but I'm sure we'll detect movement. Now we inhale, exhale, slowly fold forward, take your feet so they're parallel, place your left hand down on the ground. Now transition your weight so you come off. The left foot comes off, you just right foot, left hand, go slowly, sit down. Good, wrap arms around legs, resting on the sit bones. Notice any excess holding, share the stress. Take the hands now behind the thighs and awaken the legs. Make the boat pose your own. Inhaling here. Exhale, take your time lowering the feet. Take the hands back behind you now. Draw the blades together and curl tailbone up. Reverse table. Head and neck release back slowly. Blades support you. Inhale, exhale, gradually land. Good. Then draw arms out beside the legs. Lift legs up. See if you can find big toes, middle and index fingers. Grasp. Open out. Knees could be bent. Watch this shape. Keep it fluid. Okay, now from here, this gets tricky, doesn't it? We release, bring the legs together. Now palms in prayer position. Can we slowly lower the legs? Take your hands back behind you. Go slowly. Feet land. Now either reverse tabletop or Purvottanasana, legs together. Big toes would like to touch the ground. Inhale, back body strong, opening out. And then gradually lower the hips once again. Well done. Now left leg long, bring the right foot in. Sweep right arm up, inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Forward, forward, forward. Then turn the thumb. Wrap the arm around the leg. You have a space between the foot and the inside thigh, about 4 inches. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Clasp if you can. If not, simply fold here, holding the leg. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, go slow. Take the fingertips to the floor. For most of us, fingertips will come to the floor. Hips lift. Can we reach for the foot? With one hand or both hands, floating, sit bones off the ground. However much. Good. I hope that went well. Now we lift the left leg up, place the left hand back down. And again, like we're moving through water, lifting hips, take leg through, go slowly. Slowly, left foot lands. You know, you talk about core strength. This is what we're working on, is building core strength. Right hand down. Right leg. Take your time. It comes down slowly. Good. Give yourself a hug first. Thighs in close to rib cage. Forehead to the knees. Good. Sink your navel like buried treasure. Arms forward. Find your boat pose. Steady gaze, watch the movement in the stillness. Then bend the knees slowly, feet land. Take hands back behind you. Curl tailbone up, inhale, lift up. Back body strong, front body soft. Breath is fluid. Inhale, exhale, slowly, slowly the hips land. I hope that was slow. Good. Lift the feet off. Middle and index fingers grasp big toes. Inhale, open out. Keep the blades down. Take the shape. Knees might be bent. Come forward on the sit bones. Watch the posture grow as we spend a little bit of time here. Good, then draw the feet together. Now here we go. So take the hands back, palms in prayer position. We go slowly, slowly, slowly down. You could have the knees bent. We play with this, landing. Take the hands back behind us, either reverse tabletop or inhale, lift back body strong, opening out. Big toes down. Fill the whole body with breath. Inhale. Exhale. Gradually land. Okay, how did that go? So from here, we bring left foot in, right hand down. Lift the hips up slowly, slowly. Bring the right foot around. Good, left hand down. Left leg through. Catch that. Soles of the feet together. Knees go wide. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, folding. So present to the breath and to the sensations of the body. You know, working in this way supports present moment awareness. I don't need to tell you that. You know, I notice it through the flow of my day. There's times where I'm right there with the breath and whatever it is I'm doing, and then something will come along and it will just like set itself down in my awareness, and all of a sudden I'm off the flow. I'm in that thing, yeah? And often I'm in that set of thoughts in a way that I can't recognize that I'm the one who's projected that set of thoughts. So then a little bit of dismantling needs to occur. What is this? Return to the flow. Return to the flow. We inhale, sit bones root. Now just lift right leg off, send right leg out to the side, root the sit bones again, and then fold forward over right leg, any amount. Good, you can do what you'd like with your arms. Sometimes we use parts of our body to compensate for other parts that are weaker. And we do that too here, don't we? Certain ways in which we roll through the world that have become habitual. And then we tend to put our vulnerabilities somewhere else. They usually are a cover for some kind of vulnerability. Now feel the sit bones root. Inhale, come up. Good. See if you can bring the leg in without using the arms. Left leg out. Root sit bones. Inhale. Exhale. Watch the sit bones as you make your way in. And where can it grow? Okay, so feel the sit bones root. Inhale, come up. We have a little bit of time for some extra play. Bring the left foot in slowly. Now we'll take the right leg up. Take hold of the right foot lightly. have the left foot on the floor and draw thigh toward the floor, the right thigh toward the floor. You know this one. This is the taking the phone call. Good, back and forth a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we're curious now. If we take the right leg back, how much work do we have to do with our left arm? How much of the left arm is pulling the right leg back, or can the right leg come back behind the shoulder? I'll bet that it's really hard to do that without the help of the left arm. So we'll hold here, seeing how high up this knee will come behind the shoulder, right hand down. So it could go here where we begin to open out and turn to the left, or it could go left foot comes across over right foot. Good, that may be new for you. This could be it. So question next is hands down. Can the pelvis lift up into the rib cage? And then maybe we squeeze the legs and fold forward here, looking at the feet and attempting to line up the shoulders. And then we come back. Good, just noticing where along the chain there's weakness. This is important information. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Play with, this is a challenge. Left leg comes around left shoulder. Probably not. Hoist. Pull left arm back. Yep. Then maybe if you want to go further, you can turn the rib cage and push the foot into the hand, opening. Or you don't have to hold at all. It could be just opening here. Or it could be, this is where I'm working right now. So how do we keep the flow of breath and the flow of awareness? Good, going on, hands down, right foot crosses. Now lift the pelvis up into the ribs like an accordion. So up, then squeeze, then fold and push through the balls of the feet. Slowly land it. Take legs long, wide apart. Feet are flexed, knees can be bent, and then fold in once again. Good, if your eyes were closed, you could feel your whole body right now in space. That's the idea. The legs are quite active. The toes turn up. The spine lengthens. We inhale, slowly rise. Good, draw legs in. And one vertebrae at a time, we make our way down. But let's go slow here. It's slow and fluid. Walk feet in, so they're right beside the sit bones. Feel the upper arms push into the ground. Inhale, come up to bridge. Slowly, slowly. Plant your heels, take your feet, your toes off the ground. So just into the heels we go. Chest to chin. Now walk right foot toward left foot just a little bit. See if you might need to hold your hips here with your hands. Can you straighten the left leg without the left hip dropping? And the answer may be absolutely not, I cannot, in which case it's nice to have the hands under the hips. And then left foot returns to midline, and can the right leg extend out without losing level hips? Good, then right foot comes back in, come up onto the balls of the feet, and exhale down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. This is another place where we'll tend to just drop to the floor and lose all the incredible value on the way down. Good, soles of the feet together, knees go wide. Come to stillness. Notice the beautiful dance between stillness and motion. Okay, shall we take this one more step? So either we return to bridge or supported bridge with the block underneath. And as we make our way back up, some of us will prepare for wheel. Some of us might try that straight-legged one at a time, and it's also possible to straighten both legs and send them out. So choose where you're going. If you're going to wheel, hands under the shoulders, and we're going to take it slow today. Feel the feet root, then come up onto the top of the head. Set your arms parallel. Push away. Feel the whole body activate as you come up. Good. Once you're in, you might send right foot so the leg is straight. And it might go left leg straight also, bringing the legs together as much as they're willing to go together. And then fill chest. And make it fluid in there. Wherever we are, it's fluid and open. And then when we're ready to come down, walking the feet back in, if you made that choice, come down slowly, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Take the arms open like cactus. And just feeling here into wide open. I'm in that awkward place between birth and death. Aren't we? As we experiment with moments of opening and even moments of joy, tiny moments of joy that we can find by simply pausing and sinking ourselves into the moment. Assuming, and it's true, every moment contains joy. It's built into the network. We take the legs long now. Everything we truly care about exists in the moment. We spend a lot of time going chasing, and we let ourselves steep here. Draw left leg into midline, bring right knee up toward the chest, roll to the left, look toward the right. Feel the blades draw down. Have this twist be one where the arms aren't involved at all. We're wringing out the torso. And then we inhale, come back up. Exhale, right leg goes long. Left knee draws in. Over we go. It's a little squeeze with the legs. Inner thighs draw in toward each other. Yep. And then we inhale, come back. Exhale, take your time. Left leg slowly lowers. And we give ourselves to the ground now, just relaxing downward. Yeah, just resting and letting the body get still and noticing again that dance between the tiniest movements, all that natural intelligence taking place inside our bodies, the breath doing all of that on its own, the heart beating. So much to appreciate inside that we don't even have to think about. All of this is taking place. We see how much we can learn by listening inside to even the most subtle pulsations. You notice how the breath is just working out the fact that your body has come down and it's slowly changing. You relax the skin and the body all over, soft, open. And we find any holding, we can just notice, look at that, I see you. See you tenderly. Can we soften here a little bit? And can we meet ourselves in each breath? Making vulnerability our friend. I read you a poem every day. Let's see what I have today. It's called The Road Home by Rumi. An ant hurries along a threshing floor with its wheat grain moving between huge stacks of wheat, not knowing the abundance all around. It thinks its one grain is all there is to love. So we choose a tiny seed to be devoted to. This body, one path or one teacher. Look wider and farther. The essence of every human being can see. And what that essence eye takes in, the being becomes. The ocean pours through a jar, and you might say it swims inside the fish. The mystery gives peace to your longing and makes the road home, home. Yeah, flow. Flow is the road. We love our bus stops along the way, but let's appreciate the way. Okay, so we begin now to draw the knees into the chest, and we give ourselves a hug here for real, one of those real hugs. Appreciating the great intelligence of the vehicle that we are in. May we use this vehicle well. We send one arm up over the head and roll to the side. And may we, through our being, contribute to everyone around us in a way that creates health and happiness and peace. And we slowly come up to a seat. It's a comfortable seat with a long spine. Noticing once we allow ourselves to come to stillness, acknowledging making room for all that little movement in there too. Okay, so Tibetan practice will give you 2 other words to play with today. I love this. So stillness in the body, silence in the talking mind, the one that's talking to ourselves all the time. We just invite silence. And then if you take your gaze, your inner gaze up to the top of your head, it's like you can open the sunroof, creative mind, where all of the ideas come from, spaciousness. We open wide. So all those ideas that we have about our limitations, we just let that soften, open out to possibility, and feel the inner flow. Flow is always with us. And bring the palms together at the heart. We'll close with an Om. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the hands to the forehead, right thought. May we be steady. May we be present. May we be joyful. The hands come to the mouth, right speech. May our words improve upon the silence. And our hands come to our heart, right action. May we be the change that we wish to see. Namaste. All right. I hope you flow well today. Next week, a couple of things. Next week, well, it's not next week. Maybe it is next week. I don't know. It's Sunday, the 20th. I'm doing a full day retreat, personal retreat. And if you sign up, let's say you had to miss part of the day, you can come back because you'll get the recording. The meditations are going to be really beautiful and powerful. And it's going to be a lovely day. So consider it. We all need to go in, right? Yeah, consider it. Okay, take care of yourself. Thanks for being here, you guys.